Welcome to another episode of Savadestan Ask podcasts. I'm Arash Azarpay, proudly hosting you in this podcast. And we have the esteemed Haana Abniki as our guest. Well, today's topic is about fashion and its impact on society. If you're interested in this subject, I recommend you staying with us until the end of the podcast. Hello, Haana. Welcome.
Hello, Arash, and hello to all our dear listeners. I'm very happy to be here in this series, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you again.
You're welcome. We're also pleased to have you here with us. Well, Haana, could you please give us some insights into fashion-oriented behavior?
Certainly in general, fashion-oriented behavior is when an individual adjusts their clothing style, lifestyle, and behavior according to the latest trends. It involves following a model and being fashion conscious. And, the inclination towards fashion represents a kind of reevaluation, an effort to renew and change various aspects of appearance of life. And fashion is a form of personal expression in the social environment and not limited to a specific age group, and therefore encompasses all gender and age groups. However, it is particularly attractive during the youth phase as the carrier of the culture of future generations. With the expansion of mass communication tools, new computer technology, satellite television, the internet, fashion and boutiques, luxury markets, and extensive advertising, people, especially the youth, have complex and challenging interactions with various societies and culture. This has made their position in understanding and comprehending values, beliefs, and the choice of desirable norms more complicated and problematic. And also, existing conditions may lead women and girls, young people, and adolescents to adopt behaviors and norms contrary to the values of the society. This diversity-seeking sense, coupled with a tendency towards self-expression in the social environment, has brought about significant changes in the type of clothing, makeup, patterns, behavior, and often human inclination.
Well, the question that arises is who has the most influence on fashion orientation?
The most significant influences on fashion orientation come from family, peer, and social customs. Sometimes fashion orientation may be within legal boundaries and for the purpose of staying up to date. In general, fashion orientation is not undesirable behavior, but if it goes beyond moderation, it can conflict with the values of traditional societies and create identity crises or generational gaps and lead to inequality among individuals pursuing luxury and consumption, and also cause a greater sense of deprivation for the weaker strata. In addition, becoming fashionable, along with becoming a consumer of fashionable goods, introduces normative behaviors and values among young people and becomes a means to transfer societal norms and values from one society to another.
Can you provide some insights into the positive and negative impacts of fashion on society?
Certainly, fashion orientation can be welcomed in various aspects and through different forms, the positive and the negative in society. For example, cultural fashion, which involves watching a famous film or series, even if the subject is not of interest. Reading and writing due to the influence of trends that have emerged, or watching theater and reading famous plays. Or social fashions that on many occasions, following behavioral trends, can cause serious and fundamental harms to individuals' lives. And one of the fashion-oriented methods is related to beauty actions and plastic surgery in the family, like rhinoplasty, Botox, injection of various gels. Here, a person using fashion culture must decide intelligently and it finished.
Well, now for the last question, I wanted to ask where the difference between fashion and style lies, and why fashion is important in a society's culture.
You're welcome. In short, if I may say, fashion refers to a set of methods and ways that individuals follow by influencing their living environment and social conditions. It doesn't have high durability, and with the change of season, each style also undergoes transformation. Everyone can experience it, and fashion is important for culture, because it introduces artistic aspects into things such as clothing, habits, cultural customs, and also religious practices. Through it, individuals from different societies are identified and distinguished from other societies. What you need to know about a style is its uniqueness. What you choose to wear based on personal taste, considering your body shape, physical condition, gender, and age. That is your style.
Thank you very much for your useful and comprehensive explanations, Haana. I hope our listeners have gained enough insight. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm also glad that I could be here to serve you and our dear listeners. Looking forward to meeting again.
Goodbye. So, another episode of our Savadestan Ask podcast on fashion and its impacts on societies come to an end with our dear guest, Ms. Haana Abniki. I hope by sharing this podcast you can assist us in presenting our best work. We're still waiting for your comments and suggestions on our social media channels at Savadestan Ask. If there's a topic you'd like to discuss, please share it with us. Look forward to our next diverse podcast. Until then, goodbye.